Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for November 2018, and this is for you coming from Cancer. So let's see which area we are going to start with. I'm going to talk to you about your first 15 days of November for you coming from Cancer, and the first card I pull will have to do with your job for you. It's a very difficult card. It says your ongoing job is very insecure. You can get very bad news in the first 15 days, either because you made terrible mistakes or you didn't have respect for people, or you're very aggressive and showing your temper and being very argumentative as well. So stop doing all these things, because it's a very bad card that I pulled for you. You can lose your job very quickly, or be sidelined, or be somehow put into a bad position in your ongoing job. So very negative card. You can lose the job very easily, I dare to say. Now I'm going to talk to you about your business. And what does your business say? Oh, it's a much better card. It says you may not have been doing well in the past, recent past, but you're going to get very new beginnings. So the chance for you in the business area in the first 15 days shows that many good possibilities are seen for new businesses, but what is ongoing, that means of the past and recent, may not be very good. So try to look for new business ventures, new business avenues, new business partners. Everything new is the word, and that's going to be very helpful for you. So it's a card that says you can struggle with whatever has been happening, but new beginnings are taking place for you. So go upbeat and look forward to the near future to produce a lot of positivities for you. This is a card I'm going to pull now for general finances. Oh, it's a very weak card, I have to say. Going to the bank manager, getting new business partnerships, getting finances together, that's a very weak area for you. So you must not take risk of your finances that you have. You'll find that you'll be left high and dry in these 15 days and not able to pursue what you started to pursue, so it will be a waste of funds. So with minimal finances, you cannot want to take risk of chasing for new contracts. Now I'm going to talk to you about your romance area for the first 15 days, you coming from Cancer. It's a very dark card. I don't like this card. It says that where your ongoing romance is concerned, things can be stretched to breaking point in the first 15 days. Finding a new romance, you are just getting yourself into more and more trouble. So in the romance area, if you value the romance, you'll have to try very hard to keep it going. And I would rather you avoid a romance coming your way in the first 15 days. It's a very gloomy card showing that unhappiness is going to be seen in one way or another. Now I'm going to talk to you about your marriage area in the first 15 days, and let's see what the card says. Oh, it's a much more stable card in your marriage. So long-term affairs obviously are more under control. Short-term affairs like romance are in a danger spot. So this card says that yes, differences will be there. Eye to eye you cannot see together, but it's overly easily settled. As long as you don't show your temper, as long as you don't be rebellious or argumentative, that's all you need not to do. So this is a card that tells you that things can flare up, but you will also find solutions and have the strength to look after them and to control them. Now in general family areas, which also include your siblings, brothers and sisters, and your parents and things like that, and the card says don't involve them. It's as simple as that. Don't involve or get advice from your siblings, brothers, sisters. Don't get involved. Don't ask for your involvement from your parents. You'll take matters even worse. So it's all between you and your romance or marriage partner that you need to settle by yourself. Now I'm going to talk to you about your last 15 days. And the first area I'm going to tackle will be your job for the last 15 days. So let's pull the card. And this is for you coming from Cancer. It's a brilliant, wonderful card I've pulled for you. So in the area of job, you're going to either find the chance of getting a very, very good new job, or your ongoing job is going to have a beautiful turnaround with you, getting the promotions, getting more money, getting more authority and expansion in your ongoing job. So the change you want to make is going to be better. The ongoing one can also be better. So you'll have some great, good situations where your job is concerned in the last 15 days. Let me pull this card about your business. Well, it's a card where they say, get ready for reward. So you can get plenty of reward in the last 15 days where business is concerned. And you may find the new businesses that you want as well. And on top of that, there's also the foreign element, getting businesses from abroad, meeting business people who are foreign of nature. Even that is included. So it's a wonderful card as well for business areas. Now your general finances, to see whether you're on an expansion mode or should you remain nice and sober and remain small. Well, this is a card that says that your difficulties of the past are disappearing and your future looks much, much brighter. So in general financial areas, this could include job, could include business, general financial areas are looking very nice and upbeat for you in the last 15 days. Now let's talk of your romance area. And the last 15 days, your romance area, let's see what's happening for you coming from Cancer. He says you can find new romance, but it's not going to be very deep. So must be a reason why you've got to find the motives of this person who is interested in you, or you got to search for your own motives as why you are interested with somebody of a romance which is not going to run very deep. It's going to take a lot of time before the depth of romance will be seen. So tell yourself, if a new romance enters your life, it's not going to be very deep, and your ongoing romance can also have this trouble. There's a lack of depth, lack of commitment. So you'll have to be careful that your ongoing new romance or ongoing romance can find some uncertainty. Let's talk of your marriage in your last 15 days, see what happens there for you from Cancer. And it's a wonderful card. So long-term affairs are very wonderful. Short-term affairs like romance are very troublesome. It's a card that shows that you have the strength to be able to bring your marriage to a wonderful high point. And so there's going to be talks of holidays, there may be talks of nice things together. And this card shows that your bonding of your marriage can reach to wonderful points of togetherness and support. So there's going to be obviously a lot of happiness in your area of marriage, but some uncertainty in your area of romance in the last 15 days of November. And now I'm going to talk to you about your general family areas. And it's a much better card. Now it says you can involve your parents, you can involve your siblings, your brothers, sisters, cousins, aunties into having a say in your romance, having a say in your marriage. Welcome them. They are going to provide plenty of support for you. So that's how it is. Now I'm going to talk to you about your lucky ages for you coming from Cancer. From Cancer, yes. And there will be always a group of people of lucky ages who are going to be extremely lucky in all areas of your life in the month of November. And for you coming from Cancer. Now this card is all about Venus and Mars and Neptune. So I'm going to say that those whose, is it for ages? Yes, for those who are ages of 21, 30, 39, 48, 57, 66, 75 or 84, they are going to be one very lucky people, whether in job, whether in business, whether in romance, whether in marriage. Wonderful. If you're not of these ages which I've mentioned, then you'll have to have this 90-minute session with me based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. I'll be able to predict your next 7, 8 or 9 years, so you'll know how they will come about. But we'll talk about that later. And by the way, it's going to cost you USD 50 for this 90-minute session. All right. Now I'm going to pull a card to talk to you about your lucky dates, D-A-T-E-S, for you coming from Cancer. It's the most mystical card that I've looked at here. And so the mystical dates for you in Cancer would be the 7th, the 16th and the 25th. Wonderful mystical days that can bring luck in the most interesting ways and unsurprising ways. So for you coming from Cancer, the 7th, the 16th or the 25th will be very lucky days and nights. Bookmark them. This is for the whole month of November. And now, for you coming from Cancer, I'm going to talk to you about your lucky colors. Let's see what card that I pull. It's a nice card, and I would say that I would encourage you to wear a lot of gray, G-R-E-Y, a lot of gray, and contact a lot of gray as well for the month of November. It's going to make you extremely lucky in everything you plan to do, in everything that you are doing, in every area, whether it's job, business, romance, or marriage. Wear plenty of gray and you will attract a lot of good luck. Now, I'm going to talk to you about your lucky direction. There are 9 planets which are placed around Earth. So when you look straight, you look back, you look left, you look right, you'll be facing a planet or another. And so for you coming from Cancer, for the month of November, I'm going to choose the direction which is northwest. It's a direction when you face northwest as much as possible in the month of November. You're going to attract a lot of fantastic energy from a little group of planets there. And they'll make you lucky, whether job, business, whether romance or marriage areas. So face northwest when making your wishes and wanting to have your dreams come true. A wonderful one. Well, that is what I have to tell you, you coming from Cancer for the month of November. I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session, which will cost you USD 50. And so during these 90 minutes, I'll give you your personal lottery numbers based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. I'll give you a lot of information, your lucky days, your lucky lottery numbers, your lucky directions, your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, a lot of information. And I'll show you how age by age, calendar year by calendar year, for your next 7 or 8 years, you're going to be able to take full control. And so go to Facebook, go to Skype, leave me a message, or just send me an email, and I'll come back to you as soon as possible so that we can get this 90-minute session going. Until then, thank you and good luck.